This 12-volt battery through this 1.6 kilowatt hybrid solar inverter is powering most of my house. And here's how I do it.
Una sa lahat, mag-subscribe muna kayo sa aking channel para suportahan ito. You may also join this channel as a member to avail of exclusive perks like priority in comments reply and early access or exclusive access to some videos for members only. You can also help fund some projects here by sharing super thanks.
Wow!
Ang dami kong pinanood ng videos testing this Watt Cycle 314 ampere hour battery sa iba't ibang appliances sa bahay para lang mapatunayan hanggang saan ang capacity nitong battery. But they're only telling half of the story. Hindi nila ini-emphasize ang gastos ng recharging nitong battery. Sa una kong video nito, pinakita ko na ginagamit ko to sa aking power station. During my testing, the battery was able to supply electricity to a portion of my house for 2 overnights, but before it was exhausted, nakasave ko doon ng 2 kilowatts. But nang i-recharge ko ang battery dito sa ating power station using the 20 ampere battery charger, 5% lang ang na-charge ng power station doon sa ating battery at naubos pa agad ang laman nito kahit ito ay nakakonect sa solar panel. So I ended up plugging this charger to the wall at umabot ng 20 hours ang recharging ng ating battery. Sa liit ng inverter nitong power station, di niya kakayanin mag-recharge sa mga malalaking battery efficiently. Kaya bumili ako nitong 1.6 kilowatt na solar inverter para maka-recharge nitong battery at the same time. Ang solar charge controller nito ay maka-charge ng battery hanggang 80 amperes habang itong watt cycle battery ay kaya mag-charge hanggang 200 amperes with 62.8 amperes as its standard charging. Ang kagandahan nitong watt cycle mini smart battery, you can set the maximum charge current via its app. Let's say up to the standard charging na 62.8 amperes habang ang maximum charge voltage ito ay hanggang 14.6 volts. Although you can charge this battery up to 15 volts. Sabi ng watt cycle, using a 20 ampere charger, mapupuno itong battery in 15.7 hours. Itong charger na ito ay isang 20 amperes, but when I use this with this battery, ay hanggang 15 amperes na ang charging nito. At 50 amperes, sabi ng watt cycle, ang charging will only take 6.5 hours. Ang setting natin using this inverter ay nasa o hanggang 80 amperes. So expect na mas mabilis ang charging using the inverter. With the new big panels installed in my roof, I can now fully recharge the battery.
The battery was able to power 2/3 of my house overnight mula 79% alas 6 kagabi hanggang 16% kaninang alas 6 ng umaga. Ang ginawa ko is I just turn on the AC input, pero ang nakalagay naman dito sa ating inverter ay nasa SBU ang kanyang setting, meaning kung walang solar, papasok na yung battery. At kung maubusan ang baterya, ay sasaluhin ng AC. But hanggang ngayon, hindi naubos ang baterya. So in short, kung mag-100% ang battery, sobrang-sobra siya na makapower 2/3 of my house in overnight or at least 12 hours. Kahit cloudy, yung panels natin are still able to generate as high as 1.4 kilowatts of energy and at the same time charging my battery as high as over 70 amps. Resulta, nag 100% na ito, up and down siya ngayon, 99 to 100 kasi nagluluto ako using rice cooker. So malaki ang load niya kaya madali siya mabawasan. But still ang charging niya ay mataas, so it can reach 100% from time to time. Now,
tingnan yung oras, 11:37 pa ng umaga or just before lunchtime na usually ang baterya ma-fully charged. Instead of testing appliances individually on the watt cycle battery, I am testing this battery for my whole house or at least 2/3 of my house. Yung natural na pag-test na paggamit in the real world. Sabi ko, only 2/3 of my house kasi dito sa aking kitchen, meron ditong 4 na appliances na di kakayanin ng ating 1.6 kilowatt na inverter. Itong ating microwave oven ay aabot ng 2,000 watts ang kanyang power source. Itong ating air fryer na 1.6 kilowatts. Itong aking 2,100 watts na induction stove. At itong aking instant hot water dispenser na pareho sa aking induction stove na 2,100 watts din. Puro to Xiaomi kitchen electronics. Ang panglima ko na appliance na di kakayanin ng ating inverter ay yung shower heater doon sa ating bathroom. 6,000 watts yun. Although hindi naman magagamit fully ang 6,000 watts, during my test, umabot lang ng 2,000 watts yung constant na magagamit ng shower heater. Pero lampas pa rin yun sa capacity ng ating inverter. Good to note na yung 5 malalaking appliances ay naka-attach dito sa aking bagong AC distribution panel. So ang ginagawa ko pag ginagamit ko yung malalaking appliances, ita-transfer ko ang ating ATS dito, automatic transfer switch, from solar to grid. Pagkatapos ginamit ko yung mga malalaking appliances, ibabalik ko naman yung ATS doon sa solar. Many times nakalimutan kong mag-shift. So ang mangyayari, either mag-alarm yung inverter or talagang mag-shutdown. Kaya nilagyan ko ng label at mga malalaking appliances natin. Nilagyan ko ng warning dito. Warning, shift to grid first. Meanwhile, ano-ano yung mga malalaking appliances na kaya pa rin ng ating inverter? Una, itong ating ref. Ito yung pinakamalaki dito sa bahay. Pero ang idle consumption nito kung hindi umaandar ang kanyang compressor ay nasa 40 watts lang. Kung umaandar naman yung compressor, ang kanyang consumption ay nasa about 200 watts lang. So nakakasave pa rin tayo dito sa ating ref. Malaki lang ang forma nito. Next na malaki ay itong ating automatic washing machine. Tulad ng ating ref, hindi naman to umaandar palagi at its maximum power. Itong aking Panasonic air conditioning unit ay kakain hanggang 535 watts habang itong ating GE 1/2 horsepower na air conditioning unit ay hanggang 400 watts lang. Kung pagsasabayin natin itong dalawang air conditioning units, kakayanin pa rin ng ating inverter basta hindi lang sumasabay yung ibang malalaking appliances including water pump. Ito kasing aking water pump ay nasa 400 watts lang, pero during startup, aabot sobra sa 600 watts ang kanyang power source. Kaya kung merong appliance, malalaki na appliance na umaandar at the same time, kagaya ng rice cooker, ang inverter natin ay either mag-a-alarm lang or mag-shutdown ng ating inverter. With the limitation nitong inverter, I have to manage my loads. When it comes to the battery, kailangan ko rin itong i-balance. Umuulan pa. Wala pang power ang aming power company. Nag-power outage, kaya nakasolar ko ngayon. At tingnan mo itong ating power station or ating solar aparato. Mayroon akong 500 more than 500 watts na consumption ngayon. Mabuti na lang. Malaki itong ating baterya. Kahit about 40% lang ang kanyang natira kanina na state of charge nang nagsimula ang brownout 1 hour ago. Nasa 36% pa rin ngayon sa laki nitong watt cycle na battery. Ilang araw na palaging naka-fully charged ang ating battery and it's able to power half of my house 24/7. Bakit half of my house lang? Kasi paggabi, di na kaya nitong battery magdamagan na mag-supply ng power doon sa aking GE aircon unit plus the rest of my loads overnight. Ang ginagawa ko na lang, itong aking bagong distribution panel ay nilagay ko na lang sa grid by transferring the APS here, habang yung ibang load ko ay naka-attach doon sa inverter na gumagamit na ng baterya overnight.
10:48 na ng gabi at matutulog na ako. Nakita dito sa ating watt cycle app ng baterya ay nasa 46% na lang. Then sabi dito, full discharging is about 4.3 hours. So sa ngayon, the whole house is powered by our solar aparato with only 46% left sa ating baterya. Kung i-on ko pa yung air conditioning unit natin doon sa itaas, yung 4.4 hours magiging 2 hours na lang yan. Okay, so hindi na siya abot. Now, ang gagawin ko is I will transfer the ATS doon sa aking main or new panel, new distribution panel from inverter or from the solar aparato papunta na sa grid. Tingnan nyo kung ating screen, magbabago yan ang kanyang discharging time. So, naging 8.1 hours na. Kasi, the other side ng bahay ko, yung andun yung panel na andun ang mga malalaking devices, including my air conditioning units, ay nasa grid na, bumalik na. So, konti na lang yung load sa ating solar aparato. Ang ating baterya ay nasa 13.08 volts according to the app. Okay? Now, i-shut off ko na lahat. Titingnan natin. Good night.
Sure, one or more devices are available. You might want to try setting them up again. On the 10th and lock time will be mostly cloudy, with a high of 33 and a low of 29. The monitor unit turns on video. Turn off meters or monitors and put the tablet in the microwave. Be sure to turn off all cookers in the kitchen and put all food to the rest. Strip light offline. Good night.
So, most of my lights are turned off already.
Water pump outlet is off.
Okay, so lahat na. So, nagiging 10 hours na siya. So, na-extend natin o ma-extend natin ang battery life dahil wala nang masyadong load. Kaya from 8, mula sa 4.4 hours, naging 8, ngayon naging 10 hours na siya. Kasi, medyo wala nang masyadong load sa ating solar aparato.
Palaging naka-SBU mode, solar battery utility mode, itong ating inverter. The moment na maubos ang ating baterya overnight, mag-transfer itong inverter to the grid automatically. Then pagdating ng umaga, mag-start na mag-charge ulit ang araw, ang solar panel natin doon sa ating battery. Pag nakaabot ang ating baterya sa 12.2 volts, then ang ating inverter ay automatically mag-shift from grid to battery. The ultimate solution para hindi na ako palaging mag-shift ng ATS, automatic transfer switch, is to upgrade my solar aparato. Palitan natin itong ating 1.6 kilowatt na inverter, palakihin natin, and that entails adding battery or changing the battery from 12 volts to 24 volts. And also, mag-upgrade din tayo sa mga breakers dito. It means more money to spend. Maghanap muna ako ng pera. But offhand, this 4,000 watt hours battery from Watt Cycle is outstanding. Wala akong naramdamang problema nito so far. It's easy to manage kasi meron itong app na pwede natin ma-monitor ang baterya using Bluetooth on our cell phones. When you have questions about the app, you can just ask the customer support of Watt Cycle and sasagot sila agad tulad ng ginawa kong inquiry. I tag this battery doon sa kanilang official store ng Watt Cycle para doon kayo makabili nito. Daghang salamat, bye.